Hello everyone and welcome to this POV review by TopNLI. My name is Max and we are here today with a very special BMW M2. The M2 is one of my favorite cars to drive of the past few years. It's incredible. The only thing is the sound. I mean, it really doesn't sound that good. You can get an M performance exhaust, of course, which does make it a bit better. But today we are at PP Performance, as you can see. And we have this very cool black M2 with an FI exhaust. With these 4 huge units. My God, they are so large. That's almost a fist. A lot of carbon fiber around there and, well, it's just insane how good this car sounds now. Another sort of downside of the M2 is that I always felt that it's a bit like asthmatic at high revs. So it feels like it's been tuned down by BMW, the engine. So standard, it's 370 horsepower. And this special PP Performance car, 450. So let's check under the hood. And nothing special. So power by M. The most important part, aside from the ECU tuning and the downpipe, is that beneath here somewhere and over there, there's a bigger intercooler which fixes that problem of the asthmatic engine. So let's take a look at the outside. We have OZ racing wheels, which are beautiful, I think. And I think this is the first time we're driving a car with the new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tire, which is incredible. It feels so grippy. And KW suspension kit, I think it's a bit lowered. I'm not sure, but it looks that way. And we have this red band down there with PP Performance, and this actually lights up. So it's a new type of paint which they can run electricity through, and this all lights up. So let's get in. The interior hasn't been changed. It's not that special, of course, the M2's interior. So, we are going to start in comfort, and we have a remote right here, and we are going to start with the exhaust switched off. So, if you want to watch a video just about the M2, we will link one up here in the top right corner. So that could be a review or a POV review or whatever. This is mainly about the PP Performance stuff on this car. So right now this just feels like any other M2. It sounds like a standard as well, maybe a bit darker sound. But this is really nice, and that's one of the benefits of this exhaust. That remote really transforms the entire car. So let's put it in manual, shift down. So immediately that balance I love with the M2. It's just like coming home when I get into this car. I mean, this is a small car and I'm a big guy, and I'm seriously tall, and this I just sit here like it's a much larger car, and I think that's so impressive by BMW, and they always get that right. They always get that seating position perfect. And that is very different with some other car manufacturers. So BP Performance, as I said, have tuned this to 450 horsepower, other downpipe, catless exhaust, that FI exhaust, and I think an ECU tune, and that bigger intercooler, which makes a big difference. Because this car can get quite hot when you start flooring it, and that bigger intercooler really solves that problem. Okay, so I'm going to turn around. Okay, so enough of the standard M2. Let's go to Sport Plus. That should give some crackles already. And let's switch on the exhaust. And this is awesome. That exhaust is so crazy. It just bangs and pops and crackles and man, this really brings the M2 to life. I think BMW really should have fitted this M2 with that M Performance exhaust as standard and not as an option, because the M2 is way too muted, and this oh my god, this is, that's awesome. It just sounds like someone is throwing fireworks into a bonfire, because there are just bangs everywhere. And it totally transforms this car, because it has always been a great handling car, but it just missed that edge. And I think also that extra power, and I think this now is a better car than the M4. I mean, you have that incredible chassis, that shorter wheelbase, which makes it more on edge. That engine is fantastic. That gearbox, the MDCT, is one of the best. I mean, it just doesn't really get better than this in this class. So I know we sometimes get comments that those pops and crackles, people think they are artificial and they don't want them on their car. But what do you think about these? I mean, I think this exhaust is just perfect, because you can switch it off and it just becomes much more quiet, and if you want to, you can switch it on and it just pops and crackles and has very loud bangs as well. And this M2, I mean, that KW suspension just firms it up. It doesn't change anything about the character of the car. I mean, this is one impressive M2, let me tell you. And those tires grip, man, they are fantastic. I mean, we always love those Pilot Super Sport tires and the Cup tires, and this is fantastic again. And I think this M2 now, with those looks and with that sound and the extra power, I think it's much more deserving of that M badge. So, BP Performance, well done, great job. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video about this BMW M2 by PP Performance. 450 horsepower and that crazy FI exhaust. I mean, what's not to love? Okay guys, we will see you at the next one. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and you can subscribe to our channel by clicking in the bottom right corner on that little Ferrari. Thanks guys, bye.